What is going on, everyone? Welcome to the channel. We just woke up this morning in one of the most famous hotel in the entire world, which is
the Atlantis, the Palm.
in Dubai. Yes, we're still in Dubai.
And I can already tell you right now, I'll give you a room tour later on because the room is a mess. We're hungry. But this is like blew it out of the water.
It is unbelievable. This place, guys, is so much more than just a hotel.
Oh, yeah.
There's one of the best water park in the world, an amazing, and I say amazing, aquarium that we can't wait to show you. So many different luxury restaurants. I can see the pool, I can see the ocean, I can see so many things. It's unbelievable. And this hotel can be quite expensive, so thanks a lot to our friends at Skillshare who are sponsoring today's video and making it possible, but more on that later. Now let's go get breakfast because I am starving. Guys, this place is just stunning, and it's probably also the biggest hotel I've ever seen in my life. It's like being in Vegas. So we are just getting a quick grab and go this morning because there's just too many things that we have to do today.
So we just wanted something quick, so we stopped for a sandwich before a day of adventuring.
So we just came back from a quick breakfast and we even got tested for travel inside the hotel, which is very convenient. Now we are going to the coolest water park ever. Are you ready?
I'm so excited. I need to get ready though.
Okay, 2 minutes.
Okay.
Go.
Okay.
2 minutes, that turns into 15 to 20 minutes. But because I love to stay productive in those moments, well, this is why I'm super pumped about today's sponsor, Skillshare. Skillshare is an online learning community with thousands of classes for creative and curious people. They have everything, and I mean for every level as well, from beginner to advanced. You can learn photography, animation, how to edit videos, or even how to sew your own clothes, which I know nothing about since I wear always the same 6 t-shirts. While waiting for Tracy on this trip, I've been going through YouTube Success Script Shoot and Edit by MKBHD. If you don't know who that guy is, he's basically the #1 tech YouTuber on YouTube, and being able to have access to him and his knowledge was simply mind-blowing. This class, for example, is separated in 11 different lessons that goes from researching the topic to shooting your video, editing, posting it to YouTube, and even growing your channel. All those lessons are only a few minutes long and are perfect for whenever you have, well, a few minutes, or if you're waiting for someone, for example. This course really helped me understand the different production stages of making a YouTube video from beginning to end, because sometimes, I'm gonna be honest, I take the camera, press record, and hope for the best. The first 1,000 of my subscribers to click the link down in my description will get 1 month free trial for Skillshare, so you can start exploring your creativity today. Now let's go see if Tracy's ready. You almost ready?
I'm ready.
Let's go! I'm so excited, I'm like a kid. I'm kind of always like a kid, but today more. Thank you. So we just got out of the hotel after getting lost, just a little bit.
She's hot.
It's a very big hotel, so sometimes it's a little bit hard to go around, but we are walking to the water park. The sign says it's gonna take about 4 minutes, or you can take those little buses thing, but it's taking 6 minutes apparently. So Tracy and I are ready to rumble. We even got those little sock things.
They're not working.
For me they are. Tracy says they're not working. For me, like, I can walk perfectly, so like I really appreciate that for sure. Tracy needs to walk in the shade. We climbed all the way to the top to the temple and we are ready for our first ride down.
I've actually never been in a water slide that did one of those like tube things.
Well, that's gonna be our first for Tracy.
I made it.
Okay, so Tracy's not gonna do this one because it's a little too much, but I'm gonna go try the highest and the steepest water slide that they have here. It's actually a drop kind of water slide. You'll see what I'm talking about. It's quite extreme. While watching the other people dropping, I'm a little stressed, but Tracy is definitely not going on this one. Nah. Oh my goodness. Woo. How was your ride?
It was fantastic. How was yours?
Very extreme.
Yeah.
So I really don't think there's gonna be anything else that extreme. So now we're gonna do a little water break. Then we're gonna go check out what this park has to offer. So even though it's about 50 degrees right now, they actually put cold water into their pool like all the time. Like the filtration system brings back cold water non-stop. So this pool is actually very refreshing, which is very nice.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Now we're gonna relax on the river raft.
Surprisingly, like it's quite chilly. I'm not sure if I like it. Very cold.
Don't swim, you just relax.
I know, I'm relaxing. I'm relaxing.
No, you're not. This is my favorite thing all day.
Hanging on to my life jacket. I'm like a turtle. So that was a pretty good lazy river. What's next, Tracy? What's next? We're doing a big girl slide right now. Tracy's a little bit scared. You're gonna be fine.
It's called the Odyssey of Terror.
Okay, well, the name is not good.
I'm terrified, so we'll go along together.
Tracy said it wasn't that bad, so we're gonna go do another big girl slide.
Yeah, but this one is not near as steep.
No, that's fair.
No.
After waiting for almost 25 minutes, the ride broke on us. So second slide in a row. This one, there's actually two kiddos that are stuck in it. So we gotta wait a few minutes, and I see a worried mother down there.
Yeah.
They'll be fine.
Here we go. Whoa, we're gonna see.
So we are back at our hanging spot. We got a quick shawarma just to hold us till supper, because we have a big supper plan, very serious supper plans at the Atlantis. Okay, on the negative side, this was outrageous. Like I literally have about 5 people in front of me, and it took over like 30 minutes to get one shawarma and 2 bottles of water. It was ridiculous. It's a packed day. There is a lot of people. There's a lot of people at the food court, but still, it's supposed to like a quick counter service. That's too long.
That like okay, food on top of it, but like even the rides, it's not very effective. Like it's not running smooth.
They need training by Disney cast members. All that to say, outrageous prices as well. 2 large bottles of water, 1 shawarma with a little bit of sweet potatoes, 100 dirhams, so about like $35 Canadian. That's more expensive than Disney. Anyway, we're gonna enjoy that and keep walking around this cool place. What you doing?
My feet are burning. Run from shade to shade.
Keep on running. Hot, hot, hot.
So the last ride was pretty cool. It's more like fast and kind of a lot of turns. Got pelted multiple times with water, as you probably saw. So now we're back to my favorite, to the Lazy River. And mainly because it's like the coolest pool too, so it's a chance to get cooled down as well.
Let's go. So that was a very nice ride, last ride in the lazy river, Tracy's favorite in the entire water park.
No, I like the other ones, but that one's just, it helps that the temperature's so much cooler in that one.
It is for sure like
It
the
feels
coolest
so
pool in the
good.
entire place.
We're ending off with a smoothie slash juice because it melts within 2 seconds. It's like mango, pineapple, passion fruit.
And
Very
it's
good.
pretty delicious, and it was only 45 dirham. Only 45. Anyway, so overall it was super fun, even though like lines were quite long and you know they're not quite super efficient at loading
So,
people.
I don't think we said this. You actually get a 1 ticket per person included in your night stay at the Atlantis per night. So we can actually go back tomorrow if we want to and use our second ticket. So we paid to go to the Atlantis, but their ticket was included.
So now we're walking back to the Atlantis slowly. It's about like 3-4 minute walk, and then we're gonna start getting ready for big supper plans. Are you ready?
I am super pumped for supper tonight.
It's gonna be quite something.
Yeah.
Looking pretty good.
We're all ready.
Are you ready for supper?
Let's see if we're ready.
It's gonna be so good. So the Atlantis has over 10 different restaurants, including an underwater one just beside the aquarium, which will cost you about $400 and $800 if you want to add wine. So we're not going there tonight. We're actually going to Nobu, which according to reviews is the best sushi restaurant in the UAE. So we'll see if that's true. So we just arrived at our table. You can either pick dining room or lounge.
Yeah.
Tracy picked lounge, and it's very nice. I really like the ambiance. A little dark, but very nice.
I think it's beautiful.
Yeah. So they have a lot of different signature dishes. Our waiter was kind enough to suggest a few. We came here for sushi and we will eat sushi, but apparently there's a few other things that we have to try. So we're gonna trust him and go with it.
That's always the best way to order food. Ask them
Yeah.
what the best selling or what like just their favorite dishes.
Yeah.
Hasn't failed us yet.
And I have to say this one is very good.
It is very good.
Even though it's pretty much the cheapest one on the menu, the cheapest one starts at 285 AED. This one is 295, so it's delicious. I like it. And we got some spicy edamame to start as well, which are very good according to Tracy. I didn't try them yet.
So our first dish is actually like tuna tartare tacos. They're described as flavor bombs. Let's see. This is gonna go everywhere.
So,
This restaurant, I think, just became my new number one.
You had one bite.
Oh yeah.
okay, tuna tacos, 10 out of 10, I have to say. They were this big though, and they were 40 AED a piece, but they were amazing. So up next we have the Yellowtail Tartare. Looks very good. Oh my goodness. Literally melts in your mouth. It's so good.
So we just had the tartare and man, like it's not mashed together, but it's so thinly sliced that it gives you that almost impression and it just melts in your mouth. It's insane. Anyways, super, super good. David wants me to say the price. It was what, 89 and 80. It was good.
Just because it's so expensive for tiny portions. Best sushis in Dubai?
Oh yeah.
Best sushis you have ever had? It's a strong statement.
It is a very strong statement. I only tried one. They're definitely up there.
So we just got our last dish.
And this is like the star.
It's the
of the
blackened
restaurant.
cod, and apparently people are coming to this restaurant just for that. So we're gonna see what it's all about. It looks very good.
I understand why.
Guys, it is sweet, it is buttery, it just falls apart it is the best piece of fish I ever had in my life. Hands down, totally worth the price. So we are getting one more thing, one more sushi roll. After all, we told our server to just pick for us. So we'll see what he brings.
I trust him.
Totally.
Really amazing. Yeah.
It's really good. This is actually a new roll that the chef is trying. It's not yet on the menu, but it's gonna be real soon, I'm telling you.
So we actually just ordered the bento box, but we're kind of celebrating our anniversary while we're here. So I clicked that when we came in, and they came out with an extra dessert, like kind of a strawberry dessert. But we're gonna start with the chocolate fondant first because it's hot, and you need to consume it while it's hot. I have no words. That is so freaking good.
Very good. Which
That
one
is
is your
very good.
favorite?
I have to go for chocolate every time.
Tracy was right. Chocolate dessert was the best one, but the second one was also
It was
very
still
good.
very, very good.
Yeah.
It's just chocolate trumps everything for me.
So now we're just waiting for the last thing that comes to the table, the bill. I'm a little scared, I'm not gonna lie. Not at all. So we just came back to our room after a wonderful dinner. It
That
was
was amazing.
so good. I'm gonna be honest, it was 1,250 dirham with tip, but that also included a bottle of wine which was 285 dirham.
Yeah.
So, you know, still considerate, but pretty expensive.
I think something to keep in mind is it's more of a culinary experience.
100%. If you're not a foodie, don't even think about it.
No,
but if
you're
you
not gonna
actually,
understand,
if you
like-
actually appreciate food and all the work that
Yeah.
go behind it, then 100% that's the restaurant
And
you need to try.
listen to the waiters. Like
Yes.
they know what to recommend. And because of that, we just trusted them. We're like, yeah, let's go for that.
And we were
it-
not disappointed.
No.
Everything was really good, I have to say.
Yeah.
And that piece of fish, highly recommended. The best piece of fish I ever
Insane.
had in my entire life.
Like if you Google that restaurant, that's a piece of fish we had.
Yes. So anyway, that was very good. Now we're gonna relax, go to bed because this vlog is not done. There's so much more that you guys need to see about this hotel, including an amazing aquarium,
Mm-hmm.
some more restaurant, some more shop. There's so much. There's just
It's a
so
full
much.
resort.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
see you guys in the morning. Good morning, guys. Another very good night of sleep, I have to say. Like, this bed is very comfy. Now, we are super hungry and Tracy wants to eat proper breakfast today. So we're gonna go try the breakfast buffet, which is called
Kaleidoscope.
Kaleidoscope. So we're gonna go try that out. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
I'm ready too. Let's go. So this restaurant is very popular. There's a big line, but at least they're giving you a little juice shot and muffins in the lineup, which is pretty nice.
So they have a lot of variety, and we're probably gonna go back for a second round because there's so much.
So breakfast was good. Now we're gonna have lunch because they have like other kind of food that are not really breakfast related. So I went to the Asian station and got a lot of goodness. So we just came back from breakfast. It was overall very good, but for two people, it costed 340 dirham. Is it worth it?
No.
Not really.
But that's one thing, and I knew it would be expensive coming to this hotel for eating, but it was more because
Yeah.
normally some places they'll have at least like a cheap like grab and go
Yeah.
smaller affordable option,
and
I
that's
didn't find one.
no, they have like a dozen restaurant and they're all like, we're talking like
Yeah.
at least a couple $100 for any meal.
Yeah.
They do have the cafe that we went yesterday that was a little bit cheaper,
Yeah, that's
but
true. Actually, that was
it's still,
better.
yeah, but it was quite expensive for two sandwiches. So Anyway, if you ever come to the Atlantis, be
Just
ready.
keep that in mind.
If you want to eat in the hotel or within the resort, it's very expensive.
Yeah.
But there's option if you want to take an Uber and go somewhere else.
And that's what we
feel
should
free
have
to
done,
do
but
so.
we just
We even saw people
didn't want to.
ordering like Uber Eat in the hotel. So that's the option. So now we are all packed up. We did pack in, pack out a lot during this trip because we always switch hotels, but whatever. It's
Yeah.
part of the trip. We like doing it. So now we are leaving the Atlantis, but it's not done. We are still going to be here for a few hours because we have other things to do. Want to show you guys
Yeah.
the big pool outside, and like the outside is beautiful. We had a
it's
view of
amazing.
it. It's very good, but there's also an amazing aquarium that we're gonna go check out as well because, well, it's included with the stay as well. So the Atlantis is expensive, but there's a lot that comes with it.
There is.
So we're gonna check it out. Okay, so first let's go outside, let's go see the pool. I'm gonna see you guys in a few minutes because it's about to get really foggy. See what I mean? It's we'll wait a few minutes.
So we just arrived at the pool, got all sunscreened up and sweating it off already. Man, guys, hotter than I thought. Anyways, we're gonna enjoy the pool, and we actually have like a little buzzer beside us that if we need anything, we just ring for them. And every table has it, so that's cool. Let's go get wet. We had to run. The stone was just way too hot.
But thankfully the temperature of the water is really nice because here too they pump cold water back into the pool. So done with the swimming part, now we're gonna take a quick shower, change, and then go to the aquarium. Are you ready? I can't wait to go to the aquarium. Like, I love these kind of things. So the pool area is really nice. There's private cabana if you want to spend money on like the same chair as everyone else gets, but with more shade. There's a beach access. The pool is massive. There's a ton of sunbed. And there's even a bar, and like Tracy said, you can just press the buzzer beside your chair and then you get drinks and snacks. Now that we are all changed up, just before going to the aquarium, Tracy wants an ice cream break because she's 5.
Of course I want an ice cream break. Who doesn't?
We got the goods. Tracy got her ice cream. We had to run back inside because you can't eat an ice cream when it's 50 degrees outside. So now that she has an ice cream as big as her head, we can go to the aquarium. Welcome to the Lost Chamber. This is the aquarium that's actually located within the Atlantis, and apparently it's pretty big, so we'll see. Within the main aquarium, which is massive, you can do a bunch of different activities like taking a walk at the bottom of the ocean, you can go snorkelings and other things, but those are all added costs, but looks pretty cool. It's probably hard to see through the camera, but that was the biggest fish I've ever seen in my life, probably over 1.5 meters, crazy. And just like any attractions, it ends up in a gift shop, and they got Tracy, I think. The mug is so beautiful. So we are done with the aquarium. It was very nice.
Yeah.
Not as good as the one at the Dubai Mall. So if you do just one,
I think the Dubai
do it.
Mall's better, yeah.
But if you come here, it comes with it. So make sure to check it out. So
Absolutely.
now we are gonna check because there's a few stores. It goes from anything from a souvenir store to Tiffany. So not gonna go to Tiffany, but we're gonna check what's up with the stores.
Tracy found another Starbucks.
So we just found a cool looking area which is called the Wave House, and basically it's a very cool looking restaurant with arcades. You can play bowling as well, and actually the food at the restaurant is still expensive but not outrageous like all the other restaurants, so we might have a bite there actually.
So the restaurant that we showed you that looked really cool, Wave House, we actually ended up coming here for a bite to eat. We've got a couple drinks coming because it's happy hour, and we have some nachos because we haven't had some good nachos in a while.
So excited about this. Mwah. So supper was really good and
Yeah,
not
it was.
too expensive, which is pretty
Yeah.
good. That was nice for
Better
once.
than the other spots.
Yeah. And otherwise, well, that is it for a trip at the Atlantis. Not perfect, but still we would highly recommend, especially
Absolutely.
if you can splurge a little. It is expensive. It is expensive to eat here as well,
Yeah.
but it comes with a lot of things, and the restaurants are phenomenal.
Yeah.
So otherwise, that is it for us today. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and see you guys
In the next one.
Guys, we just arrived in one of the most famous hotels in the entire world, the Atlantis de Palm. This is the main bedroom with a beautiful view of the Palm. Then little couch, beautiful king bed, access to the beautiful bathroom with a beautiful tub, which Tracy, who doesn't come with the room, will probably use at some point. And a little coffee station with a fridge. What's impressive is that this is the cheapest room they have. This is their basic room. That's crazy. But I can't wait to try the water park.
I am made to be free.